Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here in the Mustang Mach-E again, and we're going to be doing some charging investigation. So basically, DC fast charging, I think everyone knows who is watching this video, is basically in just a really bad state right now. And also, as you might know, Ford actually has announced that they are partnering with Tesla, and most, or if not all, electric Ford vehicles will have access to the supercharger network in 2024. I'm not sure about outside of the United States, but for the United States, I've heard that there's going to be an adapter available, and that's how you're going to get access to it. So is DC fast charging going to go away? Is it going to die out? Is it going to become, is the NACS going to become the standard in North America? That's something that will be answered within the next couple of years. But I'm going to go investigate today and see, how is CCS doing? And today I had the opportunity to go check it out. We're going to be investigating at a supercharger site that also has CCS chargers right next to it, right across in the parking lot. And we're going to be comparing the two. I have a feeling that the superchargers are probably going to be like 100% up, and there's going to be no problems. The people charging there are probably just charging there and they're going to be on their way. While the CCS, I bet there's going to be a couple down. The screens won't be working. There's going to be errors. And if not, I don't think there's going to be really anyone there, just because they are not reliable. But Teslas, on the other hand, you can just pull up to them and it's not a problem. So currently I'm at 79% state of charge, 218 miles, because it's summertime and more efficient. So I'm going to go to navigation and I'm going to put in the address for this. I have one stop before this, but I'm going to set it to the charging area so it heats up the battery. All right, everybody, so I have the charging station in the navigation, in the Ford navigation, because that's the one kind of stipulation, is that in order for the battery to preheat or precondition, you have to have it in the Ford navigation. And I tried putting it in the Ford navigation and then using Apple Maps for like the actual first place I want to go to before the charging station, but turns out you can't have Apple Maps navigation and Ford navigation going at the same time. I remember I used to be able to do that, or at least I think I did, so I don't know. That's a little odd. I have the Ford hands-free Blue Cruise. Most of the time it's been turning off and on a little bit. Did take it out for a ride a couple of weeks ago where it did kind of sprinkle a little bit, probably more of a rain, but it wasn't anything too crazy, and it was definitely disengaging a lot. And yeah, that's another video I might have to make a topic on Blue Cruise. It's going to be like $400, I believe, per year. And yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky situation deciding whether or not it's worth it. I think it depends on the person, but I think for most people, it's probably not going to be worth it when you can just have just keep the hand on and it just basically does the same thing. But yeah, I am about 30 miles away from the destination that I'm going to, and then after that I will be going to the charging station, so hopefully the battery is still fairly warm, and it's 82 degrees outside, so I don't think temperature should be that much of a concern. But yeah, I will check in when I am there. All right, we have arrived to the charging station. So here are the CCS stations. There's a bunch of them here. We got a ID4, I believe that is, but they're not charging. And on the other side here, we have a bunch of Tesla superchargers, and we got about 3 Teslas there. They seem to be charging completely fine. Over here, I will go outside and check the status, but it appears that all seem to be working except for one over there with a black screen. But yeah, overall, I think this is how I visited the last time. It seems like 2 are at full power or giving full power, and this happens to be one of them because I have charged here before. And the other couple of them that are working are giving limited power, so about 80 kilowatts max, which is, I don't know, it's something. But the charging here is extremely cheap. It's actually, charging here is cheaper than at home when I broke it down. Yeah, I have arrived here with 62% or 166 miles of range, and we're gonna plug it in. All right, so we are initiating over here. I had to install app for this one, and that was quite a few months ago, and I do use this one regularly. 62%, and we're at 115 kilowatts, 116, and seems to be stabilizing there. That is probably exact on where it should be. I know that Ford recently updated their charging like modules for the car for fast charging. I don't know if that changed the curve. I don't think it did, but it updated probably like the logic or something, so maybe quicker handshake. It did seem to go fairly quick. The app, I did have a couple issues with kind of loading the station and finding it, and it gave me an error before I even clicked on anything, so, or clicked on the initiate or start button. But once I clicked that, it was pretty good. But from what I've heard, these other stations, this is like one of the two that is like flawless, and you can just plug in, charge, and it's fast. And yeah, the other two are, or I mean the other couple of them are limited 80 kilowatts of power, and we have like one that's just completely blank. So it maybe it works, but I'm not gonna test that one out. But on the other hand, we have 3 Teslas still at the supercharger, plenty of room there, and there doesn't seem to be any issues. They all seem to be charging really good. So, and I would imagine that's probably how it is for most superchargers. But this is not Electrify America. It's one specific to Madison, and it's provided by like the utility company here. So it's really, really cheap. So it's a good deal, but you have to come here when it's not busy, so that way you can get one that actually works. All right, and I actually just had a Tesla pull up to the station right beside me, the CCS one, so they probably know that it's overall a better deal to charge at the CCS, but it's a matter of if it's gonna work. Looks like it's initiating right now, and it looks like they just got a charging failed error on the screen. So currently it's 72% state of charge, 198 miles, and 84 kilowatts, 11.3 kilowatts. Kilowatt hours delivered in a matter of 7 minutes, and I've been charged about 50 cents, so yeah, we're sitting probably at like 5 cents per kilowatt hour right here at a DC fast charging station, when I think most of them are probably, I don't know, probably like 40 something cents. So that's crazy. It's really, really cheap. And if you sign up for their program for the specific utility company, it's I think even cheaper. So it looks like there's about 2 Teslas at the superchargers, and the Tesla over here is still trying to get it to charge. So yeah, you could just pull into the supercharger, plug in, and be charging in a matter of seconds, or come to CCS, set up an account, and hope it works. And it might take a long time. So